Clotho spins, Lachesis draws, and Atropos cuts. These are the fates, and they all have one thing in common. They oversee the life of every living person. There are many examples of higher powers governing life, such as Maheu from the Cheyenne tribe in America, or Fa from the Yoruba tribe in Africa. In Europe, there was predestination, the concept that our future is already sealed. We are destined to be either cruelly condemned or enter paradise. Traditional views have put into place a thought that everything we do is already planned, and any step we take forward will lead to an ending we cannot escape. However, it is we who define our future and what we do in life. But why should we limit ourselves from our future and confine our potential? We can't. We can't trap ourselves. How will personal growth occur? We can't have a rigid lifestyle. How will its rigidity adapt to opportunities? Why should we be stuck in the past when we have the future ahead of us? This is how we paralyze our future. It certainly sounds like something we want to prevent, yet it happens on a small scale that can grow exponentially. I've seen this firsthand, at school or at home. It's a continuous battle against procrastination. You let yourself take a break for a few minutes from your work, and the next thing you know, it's midnight and you're rushing, feeling the pressure, resenting yourself for not doing your work sooner. Yes, I set myself up for this. Yes, I was forgetful and let time fly by, opportunities flocking away. Yes, I should have taken control of my actions and this wouldn't have occurred. But the hardest thing to do is to take the first step, something the majority of people fail at doing. Starting is a fragile statue that anyone can tear down. I even struggled starting to write this speech. But whether it be with chores, work, school, or even just a project, starting is what ignites the yellow brick road. Like I said before, like if it's a project you've been dreading, or if you want to resume that book you would put aside for a month. Starting is always key. Progress from there on will only be easier, and you'll be able to manage this ability. It's similar to something called the flywheel method. This concept is a tribute to the importance one must take to make a moment happen. For example, Decathlon provides 7 resource guide. A student must study resiliently, reading every page of every resource guide, absorbing details and information critical to their scores. A moment in this case will be making it into a team, and the progress a student must go through is usually overshadowed by this achievement. However, as I say in my speech, I hope that what I'm saying isn't confused with the idea that we must control absolutely everything, like the weather or a painful past. But what we can do is be flexible with our future. As you do this, life will throw itself at you, punching in problems and weaving in woes. This is where we get the saying, life is like a roller coaster. But what can we do? When surprises arise, we must manage our time effectively, be diligent and efficient throughout our tasks. Because the world is imperfect, and when things aren't okay, it is okay, because we all experience the unexpected. So starting and putting this practice into habit are critical components, but the one thing we must never forget is the reason why we do these things. Your future is precious, and its unlimited potential is waiting outside the door. You have the key. Do you dare to open it or leave it shut, waiting for others to open it for you? Choose. Are you going to be the person who owns your life or the puppet whose future is engraved in stone?